partying punters spilled out onto the streets together in large groups for a second night as the reality of the government's 10 p.m. curfew sinks in. It came after worrying scenes on Friday night as drinkers gathered on roads after being sent on their way from pubs and bars early. Critics of Boris Johnson's plan to stop the spread of coronavirus warned the new demands would actually lead to less social distancing and greater risk once last orders were called. Liverpool Mayor Joe Anderson slammed the curfew, saying it's made things worse, not better, across the country. Tubes and trains in London were again packed as partygoers all left establishments at the same time to return home. Shops still able to sell alcohol until 11 p.m. were busy as drinkers attempted to extend their nights. Police were faced with large crowds last night as they tried to send the groups on their way. The scenes came after the number of coronavirus cases in the UK hit its highest Saturday level yet. Liverpool's mayor hit out after shocking scenes as videos showed a crowd chanting and partying having left bars in the city. Other photos showed groups gathering outside off licenses to stock up on booze instead of heading home. Mayor Anderson took to social media to say, "A picture speaks 1,000 words." These three pictures of last night in Liverpool show why the 10 p.m. closure of pubs and restaurants is simply making things worse, not better. This was repeated right across the UK. Sacha Lord, nighttime economy advisor for Greater Manchester, tweeted, "It's very clear, across the UK, that this ill-thought-out 10 p.m. curfew has pushed everyone out of venues with socially distanced measures, into the streets, into off-licenses, supermarkets, overcrowded public transport and house parties. Every operator predicted this. Shambolic. More than 6,000 infections were reported for the fourth day in a row." Big groups of drinkers were also spotted Leeds, Liverpool, Newcastle, and Bristol as Health Secretary Matt Hancock warned there had been an acceleration of COVID-19 cases across the country, especially in the northwest and the northeast. More pictures in the capital show little social distancing after nights drew to an early close. It comes after immediate action is needed to get coronavirus back under control in London, the mayor's office has warned. London has also been added to the UK's lockdown watch list as its rate now matches that of the hotspots in the northeast. A spokesperson for London Mayor Sadiq Khan said the capital was at a very worrying topping point with rising COVID-19 cases, NHS 111 calls, hospital admissions and patients in intensive care units. They added, "London is at a very worrying tipping point right now. We're seeing a sharp rise in 111 calls, hospital admissions and patients in ICU." Whilst Londoners have made incredible collective sacrifices to reduce the spread of COVID-19, the number of cases is now rising steeply again, and we have to take immediate action to get the virus back under control. From Thursday, pubs, bars and restaurants must offer table service only, and hospitality, leisure, entertainment and tourism businesses all have to close between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. The London Mayor's office urged Londoners not to congregate at closing times and urged them to follow the guidelines. A spokesperson added, "Londoners should think ahead to their journeys home and avoid the network at busy times and wear a face covering over your nose and mouth." public transport is running until late as normal, and Londoners should wait for the next service if they cannot keep a safe distance on board. TfL is now running near normal services, which is helping enable better social distancing, and crowd management plans have been prepared for all tube stations.